Okay, it's me. Actually, you guys can call me Pebbles. That's what I'm mostly known for, on Facebook and on some story games. I used to play on the iPad. But anyway, as you can see here, I got this thing. It's by Browns. It's for hamsters. I generally do not buy food that says hamster and gerbil. Okay, just because hamsters and gerbils are two different animals. It doesn't matter in the wild if they eat the same foods. They are different, and companies like to save money on packagings and stuff. And if they can get away with it, if it's 99% close enough, they will market it for the same for two different animals in the same bag. But that does not mean that they are suited for both animals. Just like some people say that you can feed, apparently you can't, but they say that you can feed guinea pig food to a rabbit if you house them together, because otherwise the rabbit would eat all of the guinea pig's food, or put the rabbit's food outside, but still the rabbit would get in. So like, if you, no matter how you house it, if you house them together but give the rabbit a chance to leave whenever it's being pestered by the guinea pig or whatever, it wouldn't work out anyway. And but I mean, sure, they can eat the food, but they are lacking certain nutrition. And obviously in the wild, if they had a choice, they may not eat the same food. Sure, they can survive on it. Any animal could, but it may not necessarily be the best thing for them. But I mostly bought this just because it had a lot of cereal bits. My hamsters seem to like the cereal. And the cereal is pretty common in hamsters and guinea pig food. And gerbil food. As you can see here, this one's clearly just for hamsters. Okay, I bought another bag. This one was only $5.99. I did not. Okay, I kept up basically my end of the bargain, but I didn't eat hamster food. That is the reason why I spent any money. But I only spent $5.03, and I walked out with 2 bags. The reason is because I returned the guinea pig oxbow food, because apparently the guinea pig did not like the young guinea pig food. They were selectively leaving behind just the oxbow, so it must be too nutritious for them. And I'm okay, so long as they eat this stuff, I'm happy. If they at least will eat this, I'm absolutely happy. So I'm not gonna force them to eat the oxbow if they don't want to eat it. They are having a field day up there. They seem to only do that when I'm not watching them. If I'm watching them, they refuse to. Yesterday night, I spent almost an hour on my knees in the dark trying to capture them, but they would not do anything. The moment my knees got really tired and I decided to sit down, which took me off of their eye level, they started running around like crazy. So I will try eventually to find some sort of, you know those things you mount on the dash of your car? I'm going to try to get one of those, but not anytime soon. Yes, I know, it's going to be on a list, and that list is going to be humongous. Anyway, back to this. So I got this one. This one was $6.99. I wasn't too pleased with the price considering it's 2 pounds. I mean, this one's 2.5 pounds. But this one did have a lot more sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds, which is something they absolutely love. So it will save me treat money in the long run, which is why I got this one. I did not need to get this one, but they do like to eat this as regular diet, the sunflower seeds and stuff, so I figure, okay, so I'm getting a little bonus, and it cost me about $1 more than this one. And since I had $8.49 of credit, I couldn't just walk out of the door with just one bag, no matter what I bought, because every bag of hamster food that they have is under $7, except for the oxbow, so I really didn't have any choice. So if I was going to spend an extra buck, I didn't want to buy 2 identical bags. I could, but if you think about it, these two mixed together would look very, very inviting, wouldn't it? As opposed to eating just this one, which looks like junk food, or this one that looks more like healthy food, even though it's not, because it's a mix. So it means they can be selective. But I decided to get both. I'm going to give them a tiny, tiny bit of this to see what they're going to do with it first. But I will mix it. It doesn't matter. I'm not returning. Because here's the other good news. I just paid off my entire credit card. I went to the bank and made a final deposit on some money that somebody repaid me for buying them Carefresh. For the hamster that I placed, one of the babies, the runt. So I just put that $50 in the bank, and I walked out of the bank with about $1,800 in my account. $145.50, which goes to an auto deduct it towards an insurance payment that ensures I think I retire. So I'm I'm not quite sure what that insurance plan is, but it's a good thing. So I've been told. And it's really not that negotiable anyway, because my parents set it up, and they've been doing it for many years. So if I stop now, I'll lose everything. So I continue doing it, but I'm not quite understanding what it's for. But it doesn't matter. The money's not accessible anytime soon, so who cares? And it's only $145. So anyway, I paid my $1,493 and some odd cents, 73 cents I think, credit card bill just now. And what a great relief. Okay, because that leaves me with about $229 or $230 something dollars. And I managed to repay $209 and 19 cents of money that I borrowed from my tax refund, which I promised my parents I would put aside for vacation. And I borrowed it not last month, but the month prior, because I went overboard when I first got my, I forgot what I did with it. But anyway, I ended up borrowing the entire amount to pay something, and then I've just never put it back. And she kind of expects to see it there in October, and rather than have to explain myself that I couldn't resist the urge to not spend that money, I'm just going to quickly mad dash replace that money in there so she won't know. It is my money. It's just that she really didn't think I could do it, and I couldn't, but I do have it in me to put it back, because I have the motivation of keeping it a secret, because otherwise she's going to ask me what I did with the money. And the honest truth is, hamster treats in the USA, $180 something of hamster stuff. 2 nursery bins for my hamster pups, boys and girls when I bred my hamster. Extra little huts, and then treats, and then, you know, basically went towards supplies to build my nursery bins. And I bought some extra cloth because I wanted to make a mass amount of them, so I could, you know, wouldn't have to do the laundry as much. Back when I was washing it by hand, it would just give me some breathing room. And so, but the rest, I don't know what happened to the rest of the $500, but basically I spent it. And so now I have to put it back. So I just finished putting $200 out of $529 that I have to put back in by October. So I basically used, I haven't received my first September check yet. From Paycheck, which will be next week, apparently. I never know when I get paid. I just know I spend money, and I have a pretty good idea of how much I spent. And sometimes I intentionally go over, but I anticipate I know where the money's coming from. But sometimes I screw up, which is why I had to borrow the money. But anyways, I'm so glad because I paid off my entire bill and I still had money left. And instead of leaving it in my savings account, which, because I'm switching to debit, most likely until December, at least until I put aside the $1,500 that I need by December 31st for another insurance plan. This one's actually pretty good. The government of my province will put in $3,500 if I put in $1,500 by December 31st of every year. So every year I can put away $5,000, and I don't even have to put 50% of that in myself. I can get $3,500 of help just if I put in $125 a month. But in January, February, March, and April, there was very few hours at work. I was working less than 2 days a week. That's 8 hours a week. I was not able to make payment, and it's not due till the end of the year. So I missed 4 payments of $125. So I must scramble and figure out somehow. Otherwise, I lose the $3,500. I can still put in the money I managed to save up until December, but I will lose that extra bonus that they give me for reaching my goal. So this is done instead of an RRSP, so it's actually pretty good. It's a good bonus. So I desperately do want it, but if I can't make it, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it, because I do understand that I just moved out this 1 year. August the 27th marks 1 year for me. Moving out, living on my own, and with 4 months of shortage of hours, all the stuff you see me buy was due to other expenses, other income that I got, like GST, which is like a tax refund, rebate, relief, that sort of thing. So, and then of course the 500. So everything, and then I just chose to skip on my groceries a bit. So yeah, I bought this. So I'm gonna go and give them a little bit of this, and then I'll do another video. Yeah, I know I talk fast. Sorry, guys, because I'm watching the timer here. All right. 3, 2, 1. Bye.